Hello children, welcome back. In the last video, we have studied about the weather of the place. And in this video, we are going to continue regarding the climate. Okay, what is weather means which we notice any temperature, humidity or rainfall of any particular place for a short span of time, then it is called as weather. The same thing if you notice for a long span, then it becomes weather. Okay, and meteorologists, what they do is they record weather every day. Okay, day to day they keep recording. Okay, and it is preserved as the past history, like for decades, for many years, the record of the weather will be noticed and it will be preserved. Okay, and by keeping this preserved record, we'll be able to determine the weather pattern at any place. Okay, if you want to notice the weather pattern of Bhavani, for example, you say, then we have to notice it for quite long period of time. Okay, we have to save the record of the weather pattern of this Bhavani for quite long period of time, and then from that we can come to a conclusion about the climate of Bhavani. Okay, so the average weather pattern can be taken over a long time. Okay, for example, say 25 years. This is called as climate of the place. Okay, if you want to know the climate of Bhavani, you should check the weather report for the past 25 years. Okay, and when you compare it, you can calculate the average weather pattern of Bhavani. Okay, and if we see the temperature, if it is most high, if the temperature, if it is most high at that time, then we'll tell the climate of that place is hot. Okay, for example, if you take Salem, like more or less almost all the days of the year, it will be little bit hot when compared with the other place. So what we can tell, Salem is a hot place. Okay, in the same way, if we see the heavy rainfall in some place, then what we can tell, that place is cool. Okay, for example, I remember reading in geography when I was doing my schooling that Sirapunji is a place where we can find rainfall throughout the year. Okay, so the climate of that particular place is wet, and the climate of Salem, it is, for example, I'm telling, it is hot. Okay, and if it is, if it is both, it is raining and also it is hot, in summer and other time it is hot, and in the rainy season it is, it is pouring, means then we can tell the climate of that particular place is hot and wet. Okay, and in your content book there is two tabular column which is shown. One, it is about the climatic information about Srinagar, and the second one is the climatic information about Thiruvananthapuram. Okay, if we take the, they have given from March till December, I mean from Jan till December. Okay, and the year, okay, they did not mention which year it is. Okay, but it is from March to December they have mentioned. Okay, maybe we have read already regarding Shillong, no? Since it was 2006, maybe this also maybe 2006. Okay, and if we see the minimum temperature, it is minus 2.3 is the highest minimum temperature. And if we see the highest maximum temperature in the case of Srinagar, it is 30 degrees C. Okay, so the average in the case of rainfall, it is in the month of March, there were 99 of rainfall. Okay, and in the same case, if we compare Thiruvananthapuram, the same way, the minimum temperature of Thiruvananthapuram, it is, wait 1 minute, let me check, it is 22.2 in the month of Jan, and the maximum is, in the month in Feb, it is 31.9. Okay, and if you take the rainfall, mean total rainfall means it is around 321 in the case of in the case of January. Okay, see what does these two shows means. It is very clearly given the temperature comparative analysis of temperature of two different places in India. Okay, and it is given in two steps. One, it is the average temperature noticed in a month, and the second one is the average rainfall. One is minimum temperature, then the other one is maximum temperature, then the mean rainfall of these two places. It is compared and it is given. I mean, it is a round up and it is given to us. Okay, so in this, what we have learned means the minimum temperature, it is going in minus. Okay, and the maximum temperature, it's going beyond 30, 32.6 in the case of Kerala. That is the maximum temperature. Okay, so it keeps varying, and I remember telling you no 2 days will have the same climate and no two places will have the same weather. Okay, and easily we can find from this that Thiruvananthapuram is a wetland, and Jammu and Kashmir, when compared to Thiruvananthapuram, it is Kerala is wet and hot, and Jammu and Kashmir is wetland. Okay, and similarly we can see, in the western region, if you compare Rajasthan, you will see the temperature will be very high, and during the winter the temperature will be quite low. Okay, and if we see the climate of that place, we can come to a conclusion it is hot and dry. Okay, got the difference between hot and wet and hot and dry. If it rains more, it will become hot and wet. Okay, if it is like, the dryness, if it is more, it will be hot and dry. And the same way in the case of northeastern India, that is like, Himachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, seven sisters are there, Simla, in that places, those are called as northeastern place. There, they receive the rain throughout the year. Majority of the days, it will be raining there. So we can tell that the climate in northeast is wet. Okay, this is what is the story about climate which we have to notice for quite long period of time of a particular place. Okay, we have studied the comparative analysis of Jammu and Kashmir and Kerala. Then we came to a conclusion that Jammu and Kashmir is wet and Kerala is wet and hot. Okay, the same way if we compare the western place, Rajasthan is hot and dry, and the same way in the case of northeast India, it is wet. Is that clear, children? Okay, bye.